Hey, this is Dave Zirin from Edge of Sports TV, only on the Real News Network. I'm here minutes before a big rally is going to start in Paris, a counter-Olympic rally. You can see the sign behind me. It says droit à logement. It means the right to housing. That's a huge issue here in Paris right now, the right to housing, because the Olympics have led to a massive, massive displacement of thousands of unhoused people. So let's see this rally. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the counter-Olympics movement of Paris looks like.
Solidarité avec la Palestine.
An interesting event has taken place. It has become, the demonstration's starting a little late, and so a Palestine demonstration has broken out here at the anti-Olympic demonstration. If you see behind me, you'll see what I mean by that. They're yelling loudly right into the streets and right into the restaurateurs here at the Plaza Republique, letting people know that Palestine is an issue with these Olympic Games. Now, why is it an issue? It's an issue because there are serious questions about why Israeli athletes, many of whom were in the Israeli military, are being allowed to compete here when Russia is being sanctioned for a similar reason, because many of its athletes come through the military system. So people here are saying that Israel should not be part of these Olympic Games, and they're calling, of course, for a free Palestine.
I'm here because it's the Olympics in Paris, and I'm part of a coalition called Le Revers de la Médaille, the flip side of the medal. I've been campaigning for more than a year about the social cleansing that's happening before the Olympics and during the Olympics. And we are doing a counter opening ceremony. The opening ceremony will be tomorrow, and we wanted to gather all the organizations that were advocating something around the Olympics all together just before the ceremony to kind of raise awareness to the public of what's happening, but also have a little of a party together, because it's been really difficult last days and weeks, and we will not be part of this whole craziness for the Olympics. Although it's going to be beautiful. I'm just so ashamed that we couldn't do the beautifulness of this Olympics and environmental and social things right.
I'm Laura Kepke. I'm Canadian. I'm from Vancouver, but I've lived in Paris more or less for the past, off and on for the past decade. And I'm an urbanist. I'm a human geographer who studies the management of public space and justice and injustice against marginalized people in public space. So obviously in Paris, like in every city in the world, there's a lot to study, but the work that I was doing here already for a decade was very much taken over by talk about the Olympics when we knew that it was coming, because we knew that it would accelerate and evolve certain ways of doing things for vulnerable people who already deal with every single thing. And so I've been watching that and working a lot with activists and NGOs in Paris who are trying to mitigate.
Can you tell our audience what that blue is on your face?
I would love to. So that blue, they have these, they're almost like fireworks, but they have this protest technology here called a fumigène. I wish I still had it with me, which is basically like a big paint bomb that is like a big match that you strike, and then some fireworks go off, some sparks, and you hold it in the air and it shoots paint into the air. And so all of the actions that the Collectif Revers de la Médaille have been doing involve these things, because they do them in the colors of the Olympic ranks, and it makes for beautiful photos, and it makes for like a festive atmosphere. And I finally got to strike one myself after months of doing these protests.
And à Vancouver, c'était ça. Et poverty. Et puis, c'était juste ça à l'époque. And poverty.
Why are you here at the protest?
Because I'm an organizer, the Genocide said. But why I'm here tonight? Because we wanted to make anti-Olympic protest ideally on the day of the opening ceremony, because I think this is a tradition. This is what happened in Rio de Janeiro and Tokyo and elsewhere. But we know it's impossible in Paris because of the opening ceremony in the same river. So we decided to organize Gaza on the eve. And why we cannot call this anti-Olympic protest? Because we know that the anti-Olympic affair doesn't appeal to many people. But, for example, the Israel issue, and there is also another social issue and security issue, that talks to people. So I really wanted to see a large coalition, as large as possible. So I don't care if it is called the Olympic protest or just a counter ceremony. My purpose is to gather as many people as possible to show that people are happy with the games, even they don't take a frontal position against the IOC and their games.
Thank you so much for watching the Real News Network, where we lift up the voices, stories, and struggles that you care about most. And we need your help to keep doing this work, so please tap your screen now, subscribe, and donate to the Real News Network. Solidarity forever.